Merry meet everyone, I'm Witch Hazel, and today we're talking about mastering witchcraft, specifically unveiling the art of casting powerful spells. We're going to look at what spellcasting is, elements of effective spells, and how to get started with them. So, if you are already experienced with spells, I'd love to know what portions of this video you agree with and what you might add, what you might change. All right, let's get started. First, what is spellcasting? We all know those segments in movies where the witches are standing around a bubbling cauldron, adding in all sorts of ingredients with wonky names, possibly speaking in riddles and rhymes. But what is it about this scenario that actually works and causes change? Well, it's the intent. Spellcasting is nothing more than sending your intent for change out into the world. It's a directing of energy in order to achieve a desired result. Technically speaking, spells don't require anything special. You just need to be able to feel the energy of your intent. Visualize sending it out into the world, and have the unwavering faith that the process is successful. Easy peasy, right? Yeah, not so much. Think of it this way. What other process do you know that works the same way? That's right, prayer. And yet, how often do we hear about unanswered prayers? The problem is not that the prayer was bad, but that we had a difficult time focusing our energy. This is where spell work really excels. The purpose of any tool used in witchcraft, whether it be herbs, crystals, candles, you name it, is to help us focus our energy. It gives us a form for a concept. An easy example would be if you want to draw love into your life. Love is a concept. It's vague. It's experienced and defined differently by different people. Something vague is difficult to focus on. So how can we give it more of a definite form in our mind? Well, maybe when you think of love, you think of a fiery passion, red roses, red lipstick. Could a red candle symbolize those things to you? Or maybe what you want is a more subtle love, something in shades of pink, soothing, durable. Could you see that in maybe a heart-shaped, polished rose quartz? Hopefully you see where I'm going with this. When we have something tangible to focus on, it provides us a stable foundation from which to send our intent or intention into the world. So, now that we've got that settled, what are the elements of effective spells? The most important thing you need is a clear and strong intent. You need to know your goal and have strong conviction that your magical work will be effective. Next, because witches work with nature and the natural elements of earth, air, water, and fire, we're going to choose which of those elements we want to include. For the previous love example, fire might be good if it's passionate love you're after, or water if it's a softer emotion or familial. If money is your target, I'd go with earth. Earth is the element that presides over all the stabilizing factors in life. So home, finance, health, those sorts of things. Are you working on the next great American novel and suffering from writer's block? The element of air will help with all things intellectual. So, if you'd like me to go into more detail on elemental correspondence examples, please do let me know in the comments. And then make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of those videos as they come up in the future. So once you've decided on your element or elements and what corresponding items you'd like to use, then it's just a matter of setting the mood and putting it all together. What do I mean by that? Well, remember, we're trying to concentrate our intent. If we aren't focused, our spell hasn't really got a chance of working. So you're going to want to choose a time when you know you won't be interrupted or feel rushed. Some witches will create elaborate rituals around their spells, but I'm not that industrious. I'll cast a simple circle and call it good. If you're new to casting a circle, it's basically creating a protective energetic bubble around you while you work to safeguard the positive energy around you and going into your spell. If you'd like a more detailed video on circle casting and how to do it, please let me know in the comments. I will also link to an old video of mine where I talk about using a candle to house your protective circle and make the process even quicker once you get it started. Okay, so now we've got our focal items. We've got our protective circle. Now what? Now we concentrate. We block out the world around us and we put all of our attention on our intended outcome. If you decided to use a candle for your spell, you can dress the candle with an anointing oil as you envision your goal. You can roll it in any herbs you may be using, or you can carve symbols into it before lighting it. Throughout this entire process, you want to feel your energy moving through you and into the candle, that symbol of your intent. You want to infuse it with that intent. The act of lighting the candle then will coincide with you envisioning that energy moving out into the world and accomplishing your goal. If you decided to make a spell jar, either dry or with water, you could do the same thing. Add each ingredient to the jar one at a time, making sure you concentrate on what that ingredient represents and feel that energy of your intent moving into the jar with your ingredients. Once you've combined everything and you want to set your spell into motion, feel free to sit a while in your circle. Give thanks to divine energy. Feel the calm of knowing that your will is done. At this point, it's also a good idea to ground any excess energy you may still be feeling. If you're out in nature, in a natural setting, you can put your palms on the ground. If you're inside at home, go hug a houseplant as long as it's in your circle. Or have something small to eat. Maybe couple it with a nice relaxing tea. Make sure you have those things on hand before you start if you want. Once you've allowed your spell to work for a little bit and you feel at ease, you would simply open the circle and go back to life as usual. spells that require multiple days or result in an item that you're going to keep for a while, like a spell jar, should be safeguarded and left to charge on your altar or in another safe space where it won't be disturbed. And it's really as simple as that. Spellcasting doesn't need to be elaborate, but it does need to be focused. And I think this is where things go wrong for the majority of us. Some of us have had bad luck with our spell work. Either the focus wasn't there, or the intent wasn't clear, or both. Worse than that, if you don't actually have faith that your spell will work, that last one is a death knell for the spell before it's even started. However, if you can master these integral parts of casting, there is no reason why your spells won't be successful and consistent. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for taking the time to watch, to join me. I am looking forward to sharing many more videos focusing on developing the spiritual side of witchcraft, which I know you're going to enjoy as well. So until the next time, everyone, blessed be.